What's up, guys? Welcome back. It's my boy again, Adamslink. How you doing today? Welcome to another crazy video. Good morning, afternoon, evening, depending on where you guys are watching this video from. There's an issue going on now on Twitter. It's about Kanye West again, but this time he has insulted the world's richest man alive, Elon Musk. He said Elon Musk is not a real human being born of a woman. That Elon Musk was formed in a lab, specifically formed in a lab. This is what he wrote. He said, "Am I the only one who thinks Elon could be half Chinese? Have you ever seen his picture as a child? Take a Chinese genius and mate them with a South African supermodel, and we have Elon. I say an alien because they probably made 10 to 30 alien, and he is first genetic hybrid that sucks. He is first genetic hybrid that stuck. Well, let's not forget about Obama. I'm sorry for using curse words in church, but I don't have any other word for Obama yet. Ye 24, let's unify and find out." That's coming from Kanye West. Although Kanye West might act very crazy lately, really crazy lately, and people think like, oh, this guy head or the scatter somehow. But have you seen Elon Musk's picture? Elon Musk, you have seen Elon Musk, right? Have you seen other people in China that look like Elon Musk? These are some of the pictures of people that looked exactly like Elon Musk. Check that one out, and there's still another one again. Well, this is not the first time we are hearing this propaganda about there are some scientists who are genetically bringing human beings, superhumans, into the human race. And according to one article released by someone, he said Elon was a genetic hybrid created by a team of scientists in a secret laboratory. He was a unique being with the intelligence of a human and the strength of a bear. The scientists had intended for Elon to be a tool for good, to help protect the world from danger that ordinary human being could not handle. But when Elon was first unveiled to the public, he was met with fear and mistrust. People were frightened by his hybrid nature, and some even called him a monster. Despite his best effort to help those in need, many saw him as a threat and wanted him to be destroyed. Elon was devastated by the reaction of people he had tried to help. He had never wanted to cause harm, but no matter what he did, it seems that some people were determined to see him as evil. Feeling rejected and alone, Elon began to retreat into the wilderness, where he could be alone with his thoughts. He spent his days wandering the forest, trying to make sense of the world and his place in it. But even in solitude, Elon could not escape the prejudice of humans. He was constantly haunted by those who saw him as threat, and he was forced to defend himself time and time again. Despite the difficulty he faced, Elon has never lost his desire to be good. He continued to help those in need, even if it meant putting himself in danger, and in time he began to gain the trust and respect of some people he had once tried to help. In the end, Elon's determination and goodness won out, and he was able to find a place in the world where he was accepted and appreciated for who he is. That is another person who wrote a story about a human made from library that is named Elon. There are so many other propaganda like that about helium. And if you check the word billionaires, most of the word billionaires, they have this rough childhood. It's either his mom and dad are separated, their mom and dad are separated, or it's either they do not have mom or dad. It's either something, 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 something. It's hard to see a billionaire, self-made billionaire. There are billionaires who are from a billionaire family, so they're already a billionaire. I'm talking about self-made. Check it out very well. Self-made billionaires. I'm not talking about 1 billion, 2 billion, or 3 billion, or 4 billion, or 5 billion, even 20 billion. We are talking about hundreds of billions, 90, 80 billions. Billionaires, when we talk about billionaires, go and check their history. Just go and read. Self-made. I'm not talking about the one who already have who family are already billionaires. No, I'm talking about self-made. Go and read through the history. They always have this catchy childhood. You know, well, I don't know, but I think Kanye West is trying to tell us something. You know, there is something Kanye West. There's something I think Kanye West know about that we do not know. You know, when you start digging into the Illuminati stuff, you start getting confused. Digging into some other certain issues as well, you start getting confused. So let him keep speaking though. So we're going to check exactly what will happen to him in future. And meanwhile, check out this news. Bella Hadid has been named the world's most beautiful woman. Scientists, I think scientific studies, they said Bella, this model, is the world's most beautiful human. The world's most beautiful woman. Bella. How now? I be the scientist, they smoke Igbo. People that say the scientist smoke Igbo. How you go see this kind of girl? They tell us say Naibi, she is the world's most beautiful woman. How? 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 You see all our beautiful women in Africa. To go to South Africa, come to Nigeria, Ghana, Ethiopia, Morocco, Libya. So you mean the whole world, you decide to say, man, people are joking. They are joking, right? They are joking. What can you say this word? How? Well, I'm just confused though. People are really, really crazy. Well, let's talk about Wizkid and versus Sam Clef. Sam Clef made a reaction recently concerning Wizkid. You know, Wizkid has this whole issue with rappers and all the rest. Well, Sam Clef decided to says he said something recently. He said Wizkid is not a fantastic singer. That if you put Wizkid and Inyanya to do a competition, people will pick Inyanya instead of picking Wizkid. Well, however, he tried to explain himself again, saying that although he said what he said, but he never meant it the way you guys are taking.
Good morning, Nigeria. We talk and say yesterday they go twist the story, but guess what? Me, I know they worry, I know they fear. You are allowed to react. You see, bloggers know how to manipulate now. They go just give a headline, they go now go rush, they comment because when they do like bingos, I know they reason, I know they go do research, now just react like bingos. I said what I said, and this is what I said. Wizkid is not a fantastic singer, unlike people like Inyanya. We get all those voice R&B. So if put of can go for audition, then Inyanya they could choose. But Wizkid applies simplicity. You don't need to do much. You understand? Even Inyanya at the point had to change his style. Started singing kukere, kukere, kukere. So that is the message. If you don't get that, forget it. You are allowed to come and work on my page. Rant in 3 days. Now we'll go back to that problem. A cabo, see violence page in your doshi.
Well, he said what he said though, and he's trying to explain that Wizkid is not a fantastic singer. I understand exactly what he's trying to say though. So, in another news, there's this Nigeria sketch maker who was recently, of course, you guys know Correct Abuki. He was recently invited for a show, and when he came to this show, he performed, and people were spraying him money. Well, at the end of the day, he was surprised they just gave him little money. Well, just check out this video.
After making much money on stage, but Ab Jokes decided to rip me.
But let's be honest now, how person will come stage, perform like that, and you can see money everywhere. They are using back to carry money. At the end of the day, I don't think if that money is up to 50k, they are giving me cash that's not even up to 50k. Sorry, even 50k too much. I don't think the money they give to him is up to 30k. How about now? That is too sad now. After I don't dance, scatter down, people spray money full everywhere. The only money on one thing give me na 30k. Next time, guy, if you are performing, you make sure you carry your own crew on stage. If they spray your money, your crew member will pack the money. Yeah, sorry. I dey feel pity for the guy. You know, sir, say the guy cry. He cried. Those guys are crazy. I mean, why can't you comment below, guys, on the issue that we have just discussed, most especially that Kanye West, because there are some propaganda in this world though, that you and I do not know about. You know, Kanye West is going through a lot when it comes to his Twitter account being banned, and it was done by Elon Musk. Is that the reason why it's coming out to blast Elon? We do not know. Are those propaganda really true, that there are some certain human being on this earth that never actually came from a woman, that some scientists somewhere in the lab are creating human beings, superhuman beings, super intelligent? Yes, I honestly believe that, because if scientists can go into the lab and create drugs that can work for you and I, then what else can scientists not look into and create? There are some human beings that are trying to create. You know, this brain, man, is very complex. Like, we are still trying to use at least 10% of our brain. Average human being can use up to 6%. If you are a genius, you will use 10%, 11%, 15%. If you are a genius. But what about the remaining 85%? 90%? There are some hidden secrets here. Scientists are trying as much as possible to tap from hidden secrets here. When a human being is born, God has already for scientists who do not believe in God, whoever is responsible for the race of human being, that person has already put a lot of information here, already downloaded here. But it's left for you to think. It's impossible. Any human being that can make use of his 100% of his brain, that person will be regarded as a god. Yeah, as God. Because there's nothing on earth you cannot do. You can easily create a human being. So I think scientists are trying as much as possible to create human beings that can tap close to 30% of their brains. But God, I don't know if they'll be able to do that. At least 30% of their brain. I do not think so though, but I don't know if ever they will be able to do that. But I believe they are somewhere in the lab creating some things. I do not know, but that's what I believe. Somewhere in the lab creating some human beings somewhere. And thank you guys for watching. Support again, Adamslink. Catch you next time. Have a wonderful day. Stay blessed. Peace.